never been easy for women to juggle a thriving career and have a happy family life. And this is one of the reasons why most of the working ladies or women comes with bouts of stress and guilt that they're not being able to give equal time to their families and work at the same time. So hello and welcome to Healthwire Media. I'm Sneha Kumari with you. And this is our interactive session for the Women's Day week. This week we are celebrating Women's Day and we are talking about women health issues, different women health issues with different experts. And for this, we have a very special guest today with us, Dr. Manjari Tripathi, who is a professor of Neurology at AIIMSDelhi. And today we are going to talk about a very interesting topic, that is work-health balance in women. So welcome, ma'am. Welcome to Healthwire Media. Today we are talking about a very interesting topic, which is work-health balance in women. So we would like to have some of your insights over that. So what do you want to say our viewers? What do you want to give your insights to our viewers about this?
There is no field where women are not, able to do what has been assigned to them. Women are active almost in every sphere, whether it be a homemaker, whether it be a teacher, whether it be a doctor, a lawyer, a judge, an advocate, or a woman pilot in the Air Force or on an airline. And women are working with dedication and sincerity. In fact, many women are so conscientious about their work that they like to be perfectionists. They like to do all their work perfect to the work requirement and fitting to the work requirement.
Right.
Now, this is a very good asset with women workers who are also very sincere. If they're given a task, they like to complete it before the deadline, if not at the deadline. It's very seldom that a woman would give an excuse. And if there is a reason, the reason is often genuine, related either to her health or to the health of someone at her home. So if a woman has not been able to complete a task, it is generally because someone at home needs the woman in the homemaker role to help them out at home, or the woman herself has been unwell. These are the only two reasons which I see women offer whenever a task is not completed. Here, I would like to then say that when women are balancing their work with their home life and the role of a homemaker, because very often a woman's work is not limited to the workplace.
Yeah.
There is a doubling up of the work. And the woman is expected, and not only expected, but also personally the woman feels that she must, be able to do the breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or at least design it, as well as the work.
Yeah.
And excel at both places.
Yeah.
Now, for somebody like this, who is multitasking, who's tasking at home, who's tasking at work, who's
Right.
tasking at children's school, it's very essential that their own health, the woman's health, is taken care of.
Correct.
Because to trump in all these spheres of multitasking and to meet that aspiration of perfection, the woman's health must not give way.
Right.
For this, the woman time to make sure that health in all the three spheres, whether it's physical health, whether it's mental health or whether it's spiritual health, is not put on the back burner.
Right.
These have to be central to the fact that the woman should be able to multitask between these 3 or 4 domains of her work realm.
Correct.
And it is for this that the woman must take a healthy diet. The diet must be rich in iron, must be rich in vitamins, fiber, and must not have the bad oils of fat diet or a fast food diet.
Yes.
So diet is central. As we have diet for the physical body,
Yeah.
for the mental, for the mental, realm,
Yeah.
it is essential that the woman spends just 15 minutes minimum. They could maximum spend half an hour, 1 hour. On a holiday they could spend 1 hour, but every working day just spend 15 minutes with mindfulness. That is when they get up, do a little bit of stretches, simple stretches,
Yeah.
and then sit down 15 minutes to think about the day, to plan the day within the mind,
Mm-hmm.
to thank benevolence of nature for
Yeah.
providing whatever they have provided, whatever the god or nature has provided to us
Yes.
in our house, in our work atmosphere, to thank with gratitude
Yeah.
and to be mindful of what we have to do on that particular day.
Correct.
Just 15 minutes of this mental is the mental food,
Yeah.
just like the physical.
Yes. Yes.
And then, of course, is the spiritual. This is mental. Then, of course, is the spiritual
Spiritual.
realm. Again, here one has to have that inner peace.
Yeah.
One has to be, we will have chaos around us because we are multitasking.
Yes. Yes.
I have
Definitely.
been multitasking ever since I decided to study and to become a doctor. I have
Yes.
been multitasking and I still multitask. So, for that, one must know that there is going to be chaos outside. There is going to be a lot of things going on parallelly outside. But
Yes.
the inner peace has to be there, the inner calm has to be there. That does not mean that you are going to be peaceful externally and not take the people who are working for you to task. You have to be able to get work out of people who are working for you so that the desired results can be produced. So, this is again a balance one has to achieve.
Yes.
Sometimes it may get a little imbalanced,
Yes.
but then one has to bring themselves back to the center and realize that the workplace is getting a bit vicious or the family place is getting a bit turbulent, and then get back to the center. One must also take time off to go for an evening walk for 20 minutes, just 20 minutes. One must also take time to spend with the loved ones, asking them how they are, with the children, to ask them what they need in their language. We don't expect a child or a teenager to listen to us.
Yes.
We have to be able to understand their wavelength,
Yeah.
fit into this, and then take it forward. So, really, there's a lot of fine tuning which goes on among all these realms, among all these spheres of our life. And for this, it is essential that our physical health with nutrition, our mindfulness, our mental health is perfect. We must check our blood pressure after 35 years. We must check our blood pressure at least once a month. We
Okay.
must keep a track on our body weight.
Yes.
We must have a good sleep, 7 to 8 hours sleep. We must make sure that we are not eating too much sugar and becoming diabetic. And one must also make sure that after a certain age, if there's a family history of malignancies, we go for our mammograms, we go for our pap smears, and among all this, we make sure that we are healthy so that we can look after the health of our family and the health of a community and the health of our workplace. That's all I have to say. It takes a lot of time to understand this, but somewhere we do know that we've reached that understanding and are able to carry it out.
Yes, definitely. Okay, ma'am. Coming to the next question, which we want to know from you is what environment should women create to have a successful work balance?
So, what environment should a woman create to have a perfect work home balance?
Yes.
It's very important to first determine within one's mind that one wants to work. There have been several instances in my life where I could have easily said that there's no need to work, there's someone
Yeah.
else working in the family,
Yes.
and that will take care. There were instances when my daughter was small.
Mm-hmm.
There were instances when, I had to balance the guilt of leaving her alone at home with the maid
Yeah.
and go see patients in the hospital,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that both are equally important. See, patience is important, and bringing up a child
Mm-hmm.
to be a useful adult without any trauma of childhood,
Yeah.
with a good blueprint for
Yes.
life is also important. So
Right.
I had to determine in my mind that I need to work and I need to find a balance in both places.
Right.
For this, it was essential that I get the confidence of my better half. I had to have help and complete cooperation and understanding from my better half,
Yes.
which I'm really thankful that was so. My better half is a neurosurgeon, Dr. Sarat Chandra. He fully understood the need for me to work
Yeah.
because my personality was such that I had gained knowledge and information in the field of neurology.
Yeah.
And I knew I had to do something about it. With that knowledge and information, I had to do something for the people who had neurological disorders. He understood this. He understood it is as important as my work at home, as important as my giving birth to a child and looking after her. So, my first ally was to have an understanding and cooperative husband. My second ally were my in laws and my parents. When my child was growing up, they sacrificed their personal time to come alternatingly to my home and take care of my daughter when I was away at work.
Yeah.
So I had to have very friendly allies who sometimes I didn't understand, but because they were older than me, because they were senior than me, because they had probably gone through the same. My mother in law is a pediatrician herself.
Okay.
They had gone through the same kind of turbulence when their children were born, or maybe even worse. They understood my need. They took turns in coming and staying and working
Yes.
from home, my home. So, my second ally were my in laws and my parents who took turns leaving their homes, coming and staying with us.
Yeah.
So we created that environment where they could stay with us. We provided them a good home, good nutrition,
Yeah.
good time for their spiritual activities. They had time for prayers.
Right.
So that was my second ally. I had to create it. I could not ridicule
Yeah.
what they're doing, whether it's their prayers. So that is the second environment I created. The third environment I created was to have a very close link with my residents
Mhm.
who I taught when I was a junior faculty. I used to take 24 hours solo classes for them.
Okay.
So if you teach your students,
Yeah.
they will work for you. So if you give them knowledge, they will understand that knowledge and they will translate it into helping you manage your patients better and reducing your work stress, which is what helped me a lot. So this environment of Ali, of understanding husband, understanding in-laws and parents,
Yeah.
and my residents helped me a lot.
Yeah.
I tried to create an environment where my colleagues could help me out. Now, this doesn't work out always.
Yeah.
I faced a lot of struggle. Some colleagues would just not allow anything that I'm interested in to happen. Some colleagues would help me. They helped me tremendously. I would say both were equally important for me.
Yes.
Those who helped me, I have immense gratitude for. And those who did not help me, I have even more gratitude for. Because when they did not help me, they helped me surpass that turbulence and that barrier which they were trying to create. And that made me stronger. It only helped me do my work even better.
Better.
So I negotiated around it. Whatever I wanted to do, I could do.
Yeah.
Thankfully, research funders, seniors, my mentors, God's grace helped me out. So I think for a good work environment, for creating one, it is essential that we have our family, we have our juniors, and we have our colleagues who both help us and who create barriers.
Yes.
Both are useful
Both are
for the
important.
work environment and both are essential. And with this, I'm saying even today, I'm on my toes. And every day, my goal became I must see patients. They are my prime. I'm answerable to them. I must see patients. Whatever I see in patients, whatever helps my patients out, must translate into a scientific publication to help others.
Yes. Yes.
And that goal was to have at least 1 to 3 scientific publications every month. This helped me achieve, to this date, 300 publications in scientific peer-reviewed journals and a huge patient database and many patients who shower their blessings because they have improved in their disease status. I think this is what helps me most achieve my work balance is the
Yes.
blessings from my patients and their families. Thank you.
It's amazing to know that it's actually an inspiration for us, like for young people like us who have just come into a working environment, and so it's quite learning for us, ma'am, to know about this. And lastly, we would like to know, like, why is leave important for working women? How important it is for the working ladies?
Um, I would I would say that we are fortunate to be in India.
Yeah.
India is a country where in the past few years we have seen the government support women like
Yeah.
no other. We have a maternity leave,
Yes.
we have a child care leave.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Believe me, when my daughter was born, we didn't have child care leave, we just had maternity leave.
Okay.
But yeah, we didn't. I mean, when my daughter was born, till she became, I think, she went into class 8 or 9, there was no childcare leave.
Okay.
It was only now that the government, you know,
Yeah.
supported women with a childcare leave.
Childcare leave.
So in India, we have a government which is helping us with a good maternity and a childcare leave.
Right.
This helps us when our child is small. I wish I had childcare leave when my daughter was small. I hardly used my childcare leave, just 15 days.
Okay.
And, even that was difficult to get because of my troublesome colleagues. So, so, so we did have good leave. But I can tell you that I'm blessed with a very good boss right now. My boss, she's a woman,
Yeah.
and anytime you call her and you tell her that there is this problem and you need time off, she says, look after that. That is important.
That is more important, right?
And get back. So, to have an understanding boss is very important. And I'm fortunate that I have a strong lady like her as my boss. The second thing, of course, is my leave. Personally, I have never encashed more than 2 to 3 days of my casual leave in a year. I have never encashed my, earned leave. Yes, I have taken sick leave because I have migraine. So on the days I have migraine, I WhatsApp my boss and my colleagues. My head is bursting and I will come in late.
Mm-hmm.
I take my tablet and
Mm-hmm.
I rest for 2, 3 hours and I get back to work.
Mm-hmm.
So also, whenever I have been sick, like at one point of time, I had a very bad low backache
Okay.
and I had to take leave. So
Mm-hmm.
I didn't find any issues with taking leave there, and leave was needed
Mm-hmm.
because my physical body was crying for rest.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Now comes leave for enjoyment. Virtually in my life, I think I have taken only 2 leaves where I have gone with my family, once to Maldives and once to Bhutan. And,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, so only twice, and yeah, thrice. Once to, what is that place? It's very beautiful. Bali, yes.
Bali.
So only
Yeah.
3 times I have gone with my family. The reason being is my daughter was studying too.
Yeah.
So there were very few days of leave even she would have.
Yes.
So only these 3 occasions where we just took off for, I think, 3 days to 1 week.
Okay.
2 occasions it was for 3 days, and on one occasion it was for 1 week,
Mm-hmm.
where we had quality time as a family together, and that really helped us. I think leave is necessary,
Yeah.
particularly to spend time with the family,
Mm-hmm.
because it helps you understand the other person more,
Yes.
particularly when you have teenage children. When you
Yeah.
have teenage children, you need to spend time with them,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's taking them out to a cafe, or whether it's taking them out to dinner,
Yeah.
or whether it's taking time out for a vacation. So those are the times I've utilized my leave. Otherwise, there are times when I'm supposed to be on vacation
Yeah.
officially, but I actually go to work to AIIMS because I find working during vacation is more relaxing.
Okay.
So we are entitled 1 month of vacation at
Okay.
AIIMS.
Okay. Okay.
But what I do is, because vacation, you are free. So I go at my own time and come at my own time.
Right.
So I
Right.
would go like 10:30 and get back at 2:30 on my vacation.
Okay.
And I would find working very relaxing. And my office staff would tell me, "Madam, आप छुट्टी खुद नहीं लेते हो और हमको भी नहीं देते हो." Then I would tell them that, you can phase out. All 3 of you need not come. One of you
Yeah.
come, and then next day one come, and next day one come. So I think leave is important, but if there is a reason for taking leave, like your health,
Yeah.
like your family's health, and of course time out with your kids and your
Yeah.
family, then take it.
Yeah.
But do not take leave. I've never taken leave to shirk work. I
Mm.
think I relax more at work,
Then
and that's one of the reasons that it is so.
okay. Okay. Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, any so last things or last what do you want to say for all the ladies or the women on this Women's Day?
Um, yeah. On Women's Day, I would say don't confine your celebration to just this day. Every day, according to me, is Women's Day.
Yes.
Because without the woman in the house, half of the energy for that house or
Yes.
workplace is not there.
Not that.
If you
Definitely.
believe in the concept of Ardhanarishwar, which is the universe is a balance of energies of the male energy and the female energy. On Women's Day, the feminine energies at home, at workplace, at relaxed places or relaxation places
Yeah.
are all important. And without that feminine energy, no day will be complete. So every day is Women's Day.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for your sharing your experience, your insights on this topic. It was really a learning experience for me, and I am sure that it will be for everyone, for our viewers. So,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much.